What's going on, y'all? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. So today's video is going to be the second part of that little series where I just go over some random clips that I have saved up from over the past year of fishing. Y'all really seemed to like the first video, so I figured I'd make a second one. So just like the first one, I'm going to go over some background information about each catch. I'm going to go over the bait that I'm using and kind of the technique that I'm using as well. Alright y'all, let's get right into it. So this first clip is going to be the one and only fish that I was able to catch this year on my new Jon B rod. For those of you who don't know, I recently picked up the old Favorite and Jon B rigged collaboration rods. If you guys want to see some more information on that, I'll leave the unboxing video for that link down below. But I was just taking it out to one of my favorite little ponds and trying to see if I could catch a few fish on it. Unfortunately, I was only able to catch one fish that day, but here's that clip right now. There's a bite. Got one on the new rod. Yes. First fish on the new rod. First fish on the new rod. Yeah. There we go. The Jon B rod can handle dinks. Hells yeah. That felt so good. Sweet. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Have a good one. So as y'all can tell from that video, I was using a little tiny finesse jig. I'm not entirely sure what company that jig was, but I always leave my buddy Derry linked down in the description below if you guys want to go pick up some custom made jigs. He can make just about anything you want with regards to like skirted jigs or anything, so if you guys want to go pick some up, I'll leave him linked down below. But yeah, I think it was just a little tiny finesse jig with a Yum Chrissy craw on the back. They were both like a watermelon color. I think the craw was watermelon red. If you guys want to check out any of the baits for today's video, obviously I'll leave them all linked down in the description like usual for you. Alright, let's get into the second clip now. So the second clip, I was out on my kayak. I went to this one little body of water. I actually meant to go back there later in the year, but I never went back. I got a few bites that day, but only managed to catch this one fish, but the one fish I did catch was a really nice one. So the pond that I went to was actually really dirty, even though there was a ton of grass in it, and that was the only fish that I caught. I think the fish are just having some trouble finding my lure, but I was throwing this little tiny black and purple Real Screamer by Cream Lures, just a little tiny swim bait, and I was just tossing it on like a little, I think it was a 3/0 hook. It was probably a little bit big for the swim bait, but it worked out. Come on. That's a fish. First fish of the day. Feels like a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one. She's stuck in the weeds. Get up out of there, miss. She's out. She's out. She's out. Oh yeah. Oh, she's not hooked very good. Yeah, son. That's a 3-pounder. That's a 3-pounder all day. Maybe it's 2.5. I don't know. We'll see. I got the scale. Man, she had it good. You think she wanted that? Cream Lures swim bait? Jesus Christ. All right, 276, 2 3/4 pounder. I like it. Hells yeah. All right, big girl. Thanks for biting. You have a good spawn now, okay? You're good. Yes. Worth it. The whole trip has been worth it. Alright, so the next clip took place over the summer. I was out at one of these little bodies of water with my friend Max. We didn't really have a very good day of fishing, but I actually caught this fish first cast. After that, we got a ton of bites and a whole bunch of short strikes, which I think were honestly just a big school of bluegill or green sunfish or something. So what happened was Max and I walked all the way down to the pond, and then Max realized that he needed to go back to the car to go grab his Senkos. And so while he was up at the car, I decided to take a cast or two around just to see if I could catch a fish right off the bat. And I caught this fish literally first cast. So I'm gonna play the clip What I did was I actually included the entire clip so you guys can actually see it was first cast, but where I was fishing there was a ton of grass and it was super clear, so I was fishing a little finesse worm on a weightless Texas rig, and I was just popping it over the tops of the shallow grass.
Alright, so Max had to go run back to the car real quick. I'm just going to take a few casts out here before we really get started. See if I can't maybe just get lucky and get one off the bat. There's no way. First cast. Awesome. That's hilarious. We haven't even really started fishing. Max had to go run back to the car to grab his Senkos, and I got one. Oh, that's freaking great. All right, I'm gonna get this guy back. See you, dude. Oh, that's great.
Alright, so the next two clips are actually going to be from the same day. So Max and I had caught a bunch of fish this day. I think we were actually trying to catch 25 fish in one day, which for you guys in Texas or wherever probably isn't all that much, but in Colorado, that's a lot of fish in one day. Before I actually filmed these two clips, I was filming another video at a couple different ponds, but we decided to switch it up and see if we could get on a couple more at just one of these little bodies of water. Now this pond you guys might have seen in a couple of videos this past year, but unfortunately it hasn't been doing super well. I've been going back and checking on it periodically to see if there are any fish in there or if the fish are doing well, and unfortunately it really seems like the vast majority of the fish in that pond were killed off over the past winter and summer. Last year I was able to catch like 8 to 10 fish out of that pond a day and it was no problem. And this year I struggled to get like 3 or 4 bites out of that pond, which is kind of unfortunate. It's also one of my favorite little ponds to fish as well, so it was kind of sad to see it get really bad this year. But again, we were trying to catch 25 fish in one day, and I think we had 2 fish to go at this point. So the next 2 clips are going to be the 24th and 25th fish of the day, which is why you'll probably hear me say 24 and 25 in the clips. Max and I were both throwing around Senkos. I was actually throwing a black, just completely straight black Strike King Ocho. For this first clip, I took my Senko and just threw it up into the little creek in the pond, and this is what happened. All right, here we go. Got a fish on. There we go. 24. See you, buddy. All right, so again, this next clip is gonna be from the same day, same pond, same setup, same everything. I'm just in a little bit different scenario. I'd moved over to another one of the corners in the pond, and there's a bunch of little like reeds and stick-ups and stuff over there. And I think there's also like a garbage can or like a shopping cart or something in the corner. Anyway, there's always some fish kind of stacked up in there, and I figured if I could get a bite anywhere, I could get a bite there. Besides the creek, that's definitely my one confident spot in the pond. So I took my Senko and threw it up into the sticks and reeds and just kind of worked it over the top like a little fluke or something. And then I finally managed to pull out the 25th fish of the day.
Come on, there's a fish right there. Does he have it? Oh yeah, he's got it. Is he still on there? Yeah, he is. It's 25, dude. We can go home. Number 25, probably. Dude, this thing is the size of my Senko. Like literally the same length as my Senko. He's like an inch longer. That's a 6.5 inch fish.
So like I said, that was a 25th fish of the day. It wasn't a big one, but it was a new accomplishment for us. I don't think we ever caught that many fish, and we definitely haven't caught that many fish since then in one day. Alright, so this last clip is going to be another one from one of my favorite little ponds. I absolutely love this pond. Unfortunately, now it's private, so I can't fish it anymore, but it was one of those spots that I could always go to catch a few fish, get a few bites if I was ever just having a tough day and couldn't get a bit anywhere else. In this video, it's just using a little weightless Texas rig worm. I believe this one was a Big Bite Baits. I think it was their coontail worm is what it's called. It was just a little black-blue fleck. The water was a little bit stained the day that I was fishing there, so I decided to use a little bit darker color than what I normally do. But yeah, let's get right into the last clip.
Wow. This is actually, I think, the smallest bass I've ever caught out of here. And that's saying something. Like, there's a lot of little bass in here. But that, I think, probably takes the cake for the smallest one. Hang on one sec. So this is like a 4 3/4 inch worm. And that's probably like a, I don't know, maybe a 7-inch bass. Nice. See you, dude.
Alright y'all, that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please go down below, hit that like button. It lets me know that you guys like the content and want to see some more of it. On top of that, if you guys want to see some more content from me, go down below and hit that subscribe button. I put up a new video every single week, so if you guys want to help me grow my channel and you don't want to miss any content, then go down below and click that. Make sure you turn it from red to gray. Alright y'all, that's going to do it for me. Check 'em and wreck 'em, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.